Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's episode of Story Time. Today we are talking about exploiting people. Exploiting people. That is, you take unfair advantage of people because they are vulnerable and you are using them for your own benefit. That is exploiting someone. Let me first of all bring to your notice the different levels of exploitation. There is emotional exploitation, influential exploitation. There is spiritual. There is financial. There is personal. There is addiction. And there is relationship. When you look at the different levels, when you talk about emotional, you are talking about exploiting someone's feelings. Because someone might have the love for you, especially when it concerns a man and a woman, and you take the person for granted. You are exploiting that person. Because you are a very influential person, you exploit others that are around you. Because you can direct them, you know that maybe the people hanging around you are poor, are the needy, and you use the little means that you have to be exploiting them. Doing unnecessary jobs for you. They are working, you are not paying them. That's exploitation. Then spiritual exploitation. It is what is happening everywhere in the world today. The churches, the number, the way they have taken over people. People even abandon work to go and stay in church. Oh, I know quite a good number of pastors out there might be angry with me, but that is what is happening. Exploiting people spiritually. The people depend on you and your prayers. And they are taken away from work. And they believe in miracles. They have made everybody, most people today, believe in miracles. Relationship. You have had it not only between men and women, even in friends. You take other friends for granted because they are nice with you and you think that you can exploit them. Oh yes, financial exploitation. You are using people to do jobs for you. The people are sweating, spending their energy, yet for very minimal pay, sometimes even for nothing. Yes, addiction. There are people who are made to go into addiction, drugs, drinks, because when they're in that mood, you exploit them. Go now to quite a good number of places. This small whiskey that they sell in sachets, and they use those little sachets of whiskey to exploit people because they know when they give them a carton of this odontol, carton of those fighters, they will take and they can do anything for you. Yes, people are even using them for violent ends. No, let's try to look at reasons why one could be exploited. Age could be a reason. When the elderly people are perceived to be lonely or experiencing some mental decay associated to age-related illnesses, people exploit them. The elderly people. You have an old mama, she has a place where she goes and keeps a small money and ties it and put there. There are people around deceiving them because of age. People, have been exploited. For the younger people, they exploit them because they are immature. Their lack of experience. So people take advantage of this and exploit them. Look at the numerous children that are carried away because they're immature and taken into prostitution to in many countries. Look at the number of children who are at the roadsides in our African countries, hawking in the streets. Look at the children who are taken to serve in restaurants, in bars, because they are immature. Because of poverty, they take them into all of this. Another one is empathy. Look, you are someone, you sympathize with people a lot. You are going to be a target. When you sympathize with people a lot, because you sympathize, people will even go and cook stories that will be so emotional that you will want to respond. But I bet you, you need the power to say no. I'll give you a story about this ache of empathy. There are many women, young girls, single mothers, when you meet them with 2-3 babies, and you are talking about them having 2-3 babies with no specific, with different persons. You hear a common story. A girl will tell you, Mommy, oh, you see that pikin so, hey, that's sorry, heartburner. What is commonly said in our common parlance that sorry, heart born pikin. A boy comes to you and is talking, even a boy who has treated you so badly in the past, that will say chatting, he will chat you, chat. Before you know, you are in his hands. Before you know, you are pregnant. So you go to our society, you find many children that someone will say, Master, sorry, heartborn pikin, I tell you. So you must learn how to say no. Then ambition is another thing. When you are too ambitious to have wealth, when you are too ambitious to achieve, when you are too ambitious to influence, when you are too ambitious about a certain career, I bet you, watch out. Watch out. Exploitation comes in. Because when you are ambitious to have wealth, people do things, people take you into crooked methods, people twist you on. I mean, even with a career, when you are too ambitious, I want to be this, because society will recognize me to be this, because you start losing even your normal trend of thought. Relationship is another area. Close friends, the target. You are become a target of close friends because they know your weaknesses. They know where they can press the button. They know which area of yours in your life they can touch, and then you fall. One of our artists said, "Good man, when they cook you, you done. The next thing is do is," and that is, it has happened to so many persons. And in the end, why I'm talking about close friends, you find out that they take you into deals that you finally think you know it is coming. Because they look so real, they look so close, and they know that when they bring any proposal to you, you might not have time even to actually look at it. You might not have time to examine it. And before you know, they have cleared you sums of money. They've cleared property from you. Yes. Those are great areas of exploitation. Another one is position. Look, people will always exploit others because of the person's position in society. Because the person is a general manager somewhere, because the person is, well placed somewhere. That is when you start seeing all the friends, the sweet talks are coming, the favors are coming. It is because people want to exploit you and use a position. I will even take it out of society and bring you to the family. If you come from a very large family of cousins, of nephews, and so on, and you happen to be one of those who is, successful in the family, and then you show a little bit of concern, you are gone. You are gone. You are the person that will be exploited a lot. Yes, you make an error and show signs of wealth. You're only finished. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this point we'll take a break to be continued later. We'll bring more about exploitation in another episode of Story Time. Stay glued to the episodes and we will always be consistent.